today I'm actually going to be taking the air suspension off the S2000 and putting stock suspension back on until I hear back from one of the suspension sponsors. I don't know what's actually on it. I know it's got an airlift V2 management. I think it's like a 5-gallon tank. I don't know what struts are on there, what bags are on there, how it's set up, but we're about to find out. I already loosened them earlier, but I believe I've got all of these already. Okay. The suspension under this is actually an airlift V2 management and the Airx struts. I'll show you guys that now. So I'm actually going to take this off. If anybody's interested in buying the air suspension, hit me up. In order to take the struts out from the top, you've got to, I don't know if you've got to replace or take this off or not, but you got to take those two nuts off at the very, very top. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the very, very top right here, there's that one, not this one. That's the actual shock itself over there, and there's one back here where you can't really see. And then there's a bolt and nut that goes straight through the bottom. Fairly simple, should be pretty easy to do. I'm probably gonna at least take one of them off today and put one of the struts back on. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it by myself without a spring compressor. I took the other strut off already. Gonna disconnect the airline before I actually take it out completely. So I'm just gonna let it sit up here for now. But yeah, this is way longer than the air strut. So I'm gonna have to find a spring compressor or find a second person to help me pull the suspension down. So we'll see, just not today. I'm actually about to do the front suspension as well. I took the wheel off, taking the strut bar off, and taking those two bolts off, or nuts off, and then just taking that strut off. Hopefully it doesn't give me too much problems. I've got to get some jack stands under here, so it's only taken me probably like half an hour so far to take everything apart. Maybe hour max so far. And I'm pretty much done with one side, so the other side should be a lot less confusing and less time consuming as well. And it's hot, it's very hot down here. There's a 14. Finally got a wrench. So yeah, I get that taking that bolt, it was literally right there. It was a little hard, but this was taped up and I was like, why is it taped up? So they actually cut this boot, so now I have to replace that boot instead of literally just taking the clips off, taking this off, and literally just taking the boot off completely and move this over. See how there was a bolt right there? Well, that could have been done instead of doing it like this, to where now I have to replace the boot, which is not a big deal. I'm gonna do that anyways, just to kind of make it right. But I have 3 of the struts out. So they're all Airx stuff. This one was just powder coated, or the 2 fronts were powder coated. If you look at the date stamp or the stamp number, I don't know exactly what those numbers mean, but 04066. These are 04066 as well, so yeah, they were all Airx. But yeah, we've got one more left to go and I'll be done taking the air suspension out. So I've got the cables snipped, ready to go. I actually took the cables that went to these light bars off as well, or light pods off as well, so I'm taking those out. I finally snipped the cables for the actual air suspension. I'm gonna get rid of the those connectors and just give them new connectors, whoever decides to get the suspension. And then I'm actually going to take these off, clean these, take those, throw those away. But now I'm going to kind of loop back through here to see if I can get all the wiring out of this through the back. The water trap was off, or was helping me leak down the tank, so the tank's empty of air. Got all the struts off. Finally have everything off completely. All the air suspension is completely out of the car. It is on jack stands and stuff right now, so I can literally sell these. But yeah, I've got everything nice and zip tied. Everything's cleaned up, ready to go for the next owner for their S2000 to be on air suspension. And on that note, I think I'm done for the day. Well, for the week. I've literally kind of just been working on this a little bit every single day this week. Super tired, getting ready for Slam Enough Gatlinburg. So I can't even take the Evo because some stuff happened to it. Can't really disclose it right now because I may be in a lawsuit with them. But I'm going to take the Integra. So I'm super excited about that. I'll have fun regardless. Super excited to see all the homies that I haven't seen in forever, which I actually technically saw pretty much all the homies on my year-long trip last year and sort of some this year. So I'm excited to see everybody that I haven't seen in a few months or in a year. But regardless, we're gonna all have a great time. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.